Good day, my wonderful students. How are you today? I hope you are doing well, and I hope you are practicing all the safety measure as if you are doing all the necessary things by practicing your safety measure, reading your notes online, copying them, and listening to your video clips. I hope you are doing that. And I want to believe you did very well in your last test. I love you all. In fact, today we have to continue. We are in week 8 and we are going to look into our topic, week 8 topic titled Principles of Consumer Education. Principles of Consumer Education. SS2 students, are you there with me? I hope you are there with me. All right. Principles of Consumer Education. Are we ready? Okay, I am, and I know you are. Okay, all right. Let us look at the learning objective of this topic. At the end of this lesson, I want each and every one of you to state to know the importance of consumer education. You know, in our week 7, we've treated the definitions, we've treated the factors, and some other things. Today, we are going to look at the importance of consumer education. And we're going to, at this lesson, at the end of the lesson, I want you to make sure you know how to explain consumer agents. Who are the consumer agents? You will know who the consumer agents are. Do you understand? You'll be able to mention them and you'll be able to explain them. These are the things I want to achieve. Remember, number one, I say you will be able to state the importance of consumer education. The second one is for you to be able to mention and explain the consumer agents. Are you there? All right. Now, what are the importance of consumer education? Number one, it enables the consumer to know his or her rights. Remember, I've been hammering on it. It helps you to know your rights. As I'm teaching you now, we are consumers, isn't it? We are consumers. We go out there, we buy goods that's being produced by different companies, isn't it? But knowing what your right is and reading, studying about it, it is what we call consumer education. And with the study and the knowledge you are acquiring at this moment, it will help you to know your rights as a consumer. Is that taken? All right. Number two, it enables the consumer to discern. Do you understand? To discern or access consumer information about the goods and services he is buying. It will help you to know and to be able to say, oh, these goods I'm buying, they have expired. This is when it's going to expire. This is the weight of the goods. This is the brand. This is the name, and so on and so forth. You know the brand name, you know the company, you know the country where it's being produced. Are you getting? That is what it helps us in. Is that taken? All right. Let's know other things. It enables the consumer to know how and where to buy goods and services needed. Are you getting? There are some goods that are very cheap at Island. There are some that are very good at Kaduna. There are some that are very good at Aba, and so on and so forth. You'll be able to know this particular product. You can get it cheaper, or you can get it at the good at good rate. Okay, let me use Lagos as an example. If you want to go for foodstuff items, you go to my top, isn't it? You rush down to my top. Or if you want to go to shop for any household or every other accessories or things like clothing and so on, you go to Island, Oshodi, and so on, isn't it? That is how it is. It will enable you to know where and when to buy goods, where to buy goods, and how you are going to get them. Is that taken? That is the work of consumer education. Now, another point is that it enables the consumer to obtain the best value of his money. Take for instance, I want to buy apple, maybe 5 pieces of apple, and the seller said is 2,000 naira. And looking at these apples, they don't want the money I want to pay. Maybe it has bruises of the body, the colors have started fading, and so on. Will I go ahead and pay the 2,000 naira? No, I won't pay because the value, if I check the value of what I'm going to buy and the value of the money I'm to pay to the seller, you find out that they didn't match. I won't buy it, I'll walk away, isn't it? So also other items like that. Is that taken? Now, that is the work of consumer education. Another one is that it enables the consumer to eliminate waste in consumption. Instead of you to be consuming what you don't want, or what you will not need, you will not need. You find out you will curtail your spending. Do you understand? Because before you go in for any shopping, you make your list, isn't it? That was what part of what we studied in our first consumer education one, isn't it? All right. In the introduction, you make your list. Now, it will help you to eliminate the waste or excessive consumption. Is that taken? So, by making your list and make sure you list out the needs in the family, not the wants, because if human beings want, it's unlimited. But if we were to go for what we need at a particular time, we find out that we'll be able to at least caution ourselves. Do you understand? So consumer education will help you in doing that. Is that okay? Now, it can safeguard consumers from dangerous and inferior goods and services and other unfair selling practices. Yes, like all the fake products in the market out there, you'll be able to know when you know your right as a consumer and you are practicing, you are abiding on your right as a consumer, and you will know that, oh, when I get something that is not of what it's meant for, this is how I will go about it. I need to go for redress, or I need to report the company, or this is how I will go about it. You will find out that it will be very rare for you to fall victim of getting inferior goods. Start taking. And you will know that it is your right to have a warranty. And they have guarantee in some goods. And you know how many years warranty you are having on some goods you are getting, and know how to go about it, how to claim them when things go wrong. You find out that your chances of being duped is very low. Do you understand? Now, all the fake things that's being produced out there, you will not fall victim of that, because before you purchase anything, you have to read the expiry date, you have to know the weight, the content, the nutritional values, the content, the work, and everything. If it's not tagging to what you are aiming it to do, you do what you couldn't drop it, isn't it? So that is the need or the work of consumer education. That is why it is important for us to know or study this particular it or the particular topic, consumer education. Is that okay? That is, these are the importance why we need to study consumer education. Oh yeah, let us look at the other subtopics like distributors or consumer agents. Who are the consumer agents? Let us look into it. There are two classes of distributors. We have wholesalers and we have retailers, isn't it? Yes, the commerce students, if you've been hearing it, we have wholesalers, we have retailers, we have consumers, which consumers are me and you, isn't it? We have producers, isn't it? All right, even in our economics also teaches us this, isn't it? All right, let us look at, we call it, in my home management, we call it distributors or consumer agents. They are the agents that distribute the goods that the producers are producing, isn't it? All right. Now, who are the wholesalers? Wholesalers are those that buy goods from manufacturers, as we all know, and sell them to retailers. They buy from manufacturers, they sell to retailers. Do you understand? They buy in bulk or wholes. They buy in a very big quantity. Hmm? Hence, they are referred to as wholesalers. because they don't sell bit by bit. They don't sell in cups. Do you understand? They sell in whole. They sell in whole. So they are called wholesalers. They are called wholesalers because they don't sell their goods bit by bit. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? They don't sell their goods bit by bit. They sell them in whole. Hmm? They will go straight. Okay, let me illustrate it this way. We have A, B, C, and D. Do you understand? A is the producer, B is the wholesaler, C is the retailer, 1D is the final consumer, which is me and you. Now, A has produced these biscuits, and B is the wholesaler that went to A to get the biscuits in cartons. Are you getting? Now he has gotten the goods in cartons to B will now sell to C. C will now open those cartons and start selling it one dozen, one piece, two pieces, three pieces to me and you as the final consumer. I hope it's more clear now. All right. Now, I said wholesalers also pass information from retailers to manufacturer. Very important. Hmm? Because they are the people that have direct contact to the manufacturers. Any problem we as final consumers have or relate to them, any complaint relate to retailers, the retailers will take it to the wholesaler where they got the goods. The wholesaler will now push it back to the producer. This is another way of claiming or redressing some issues in production processes. Is that taken? Now, okay, they push reports or you know reports from the consumers or from the retailers to the final to the producers because they are the one getting from the producers direct. I hope you are clear. All right, let us move on as we look into other ones like retailers. Who are the retailers? I think with this illustration you'll be able to know who a retailer is. They buy in small quantities from wholesaler. That is the B. That is the C now has bought from the B, which is wholesaler. A wholesaler bought from a producer, which is A. The C is the retailer. The retailer is the one selling to D, which is me and you, the consumer. Are you getting? Okay, A, B, C, they are business men and women. But me and you, we are just the consumers. Maybe we are doing like me, I'm a teacher. You will be a doctor. The other one will be a lawyer. We are all consumers. We are not into the field of business, of their business, isn't it? But they get all these skills and they sell it to us as final consumer, those that are eating them, using them for their daily use. Are you getting? That is how it is. So C now is the retailer. They buy in smaller quantity. Now, wholesaler must have bought maybe 100 cartons from the producer. Now, a retailer now went to wholesaler to get, he will buy like maybe 20 cartons out of the 100 that he has gotten to come and sell to me and you as the consumer. When he or she is done selling, he will go back to the wholesaler to get more. Is that taken? Now, let's read the explanation. They buy in small quantities from wholesalers and sell to consumers. Retailers buy small quantities of the various goods needed by consumers as possible. Are you getting? They also pass information from consumer to wholesaler, just like what I told you. If I am a consumer now, I went to a shop to buy something and I found out that there's a problem in that good. I have to go back to the shop and lay my complaint. Then the owner of that shop will go back to where he bought, which is from the wholesaler, and lay the complaint. The wholesaler will now go back to the company that produces it and lay the complaint, and they will make a change. They will apply the techniques of redress. Do you understand? That is it. That is how it works. There's no magic in it. Is that taken? All right. Let's quickly go down. There are two main types of retailers. We have large scale retailers and small scale retailers. Now, these large scale retailers, they include cooperative societies, departmental shops, supermarkets, and so on. They are large scale because the supermarkets, they buy in larger quantity than the ones selling in nearby shops in our various vicinities. Do you understand? Like ShopRite now, like Super Saver, you find out that they sell in larger quantity. They are not the manufacturer, isn't it? They are not the manufacturer. And they are not the wholesaler. They practice, they are in the field of retailers, because they sell to final consumers. Are you getting it now? But they buy in larger quantity than those selling in their various shops. Is that clear? Now, these small scale retailers, they include hawkers, those that hawk their plantain, their biscuits, their chips, and everything on the street. They include hawkers, market and roadside store holders, and single shop owners. Are you getting? They are the ones that will categorize in small scale retailers, because they are the quantity the shop right will buy, they cannot buy it at a time. Do you understand? That is how it is. Now, let us look at who are the hawkers. Already you know who a hawker is, but let me throw more light. There, there are many hawkers in Nigeria, which we know. These are consumers, these are consumer agents who carry a few basic articles such as sardines, some carry as small as matches, bread, obono bread, you'll be hearing it, agege bread, buy your obono bread, yes, they are hawkers. Fruits, some hawk fruits, some hawk vegetables, and so on and so forth. They carry it in a tray or box, or even they use their their car in doing it, but they don't put on their head. Are you getting it? We call those ones mobile shop, but these ones I'm talking about, the hawkers they put on their head, they hawk it around. All those that sell pangla fish and all sorts of things like that, they are hawkers. Are you getting? Hawkers enable consumers to buy the goods they need without having to travel a long distance. Do you understand? Without having to travel a long way from their houses or offices. Like now, if I need to buy meat to cook soup, from here, I'll just tell a security man, please, if you help me to see those that are selling meat, call me. He will be watching. If you see them, he will stop them. I will come out from my office and buy meat. As long as I am at the free period. You find out that I didn't go to market. I didn't spend transport money to market, but I've gotten what I needed. Is that taken? That is their work. They too, they help in the society. All right, let's go down. Sales agents. Who are the sales agents now? A sales agent, they are an agent. An agent is a person who is employed to buy or sell goods on somebody else's behalf. Are you getting? An agent is a person who is employed to buy or sell goods on somebody else's behalf. The owner of the goods which the sale agent sells referred to as principal. Are you getting it? The owner is the principal, while the sales agent is an agent. Okay, I want to take an example now. But mind you, that sales agent, it has commission. He or she has commission. Me as the principal, I have Me as a principal, I have a house now. Take for instance, a house that I want to rent out. You don't expect me as the house owner to start looking for who will rent house. I will look for an agent and call them, tell them that, oh, I have a particular apartment, 3-bedroom apartment or 2-bedroom apartment that I want to rent out. But mind you, at the end, if that's my agent, should bring somebody to rent that my apartment, he has a commission that me, the principal, will pay the agent. Are you getting it now? So the owner, which is me, is called, they call me, you will call me the principal, while the agent is the sales agent, or you call him an agent. Are you getting? He has a commission. And as soon as that person he brought pays the money, are you getting? Pays the money for that apartment. Quickly, without delay, I will remove his own commission and give him. And if there's any expenses, he will remove the money from that money he paid me for the expenses, maybe for the registration of the house or for anything at all. If there's any expenses in that business, it will be removed from my own money. But his own commission will be paid completely. Is that clear? I hope you understand it. My wonderful students, I hope you understand this topic, and I believe you must have enjoyed it. My dear, if you enjoyed this topic, and let's go back to the learning objective, which I said that at the end of this class, that you will be able to state the importance why you need to study consumer education. Did you achieve that? Yes. Do you know why you need to study consumer education? Have you known it now? Now, and I mentioned that at the end of this class, you'll be able to mention and explain the consumer agents. Have you known them? I said that they are the wholesaler, the retailer, the hawkers, the sales agents, and so on. Have you known them now? And have you seen how they operate in our society? Yes, I believe with this, you have achieved the learning objective of this topic, and I know and I believe you enjoyed this class. And with this, I'm bringing it to the end of the class, and I want to say bye for now, and I would love to have you again in my class. Yes, keep listening to your video clip. Very important. Copy your notes in your notes and be getting ready for your promotional exams. Is that taken? Be getting ready for your promotional exams, because it is not over until it is over. We will all conquer. Yes, my wonderful students, always be good children. I know you all. And always remind mommy and daddy of your online pay. That is your online fee, which is 15,000 naira only. Yes, so that you keep moving on and enjoying us the more. Is that taking? All right. I love you all. I love you so much. I still remain your teacher, Mrs. Oduma Vivian, your home management teacher. Keep working hard as we move on. Bye for now. Love you so much.